There also, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you are a lobster expert.
Well, I don't know about experts, but I've certainly cracked a lot in my day. I've worked for the keg now for 21 years at about 15 different locations across North America. I started in Canada and then moved to the US to help open what was our new kind of brand down here. And I actually opened this store 13 years ago as the general manager. So over the course of 21 years, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred lobsters I've cracked. So not an expert, but certainly lots of experience.
More experience than mine.
Just a little bit, but that's okay. You'll be an expert before you know it.
Okay, many of you don't know how to eat lobster. You confess it on Instagram stories, and we're here to help.
Let's do it. How do these look?
They look amazing. You say 2.5 pounds?
Yeah, absolutely. They're fresh, cooked, and ready to roll. You
Wow.
ready?
Okay, how are we
Ready to
gonna
get your hands
start?
dirty?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Everybody likes different parts of the lobster. I like the tail personally the best, so that's where we're going to start. Okay?
Perfect.
So I'm just going to show you, and then you can follow along afterwards. So you want to grab the body,
Okay.
kind of right in the middle, and then just twist the tail. Towards you is probably the easiest. Yep.
Okay.
It should kind of twist right off,
All right.
just like that. Yeah, you got it. And then you want to flatten it out,
All right.
and then kind of get one side in each hand, and just push away. Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry about cracking it.
Okay.
The
Just flatten it out.
Yep. The more crack you get, the easier it'll be. There you go.
Okay.
And then you just want to pull the pieces right out.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at this, you guys. Whoa.
So your reward is
That's
to try it.
amazing. Yes.
Give that a try.
Woo. And this is lemon butter or just
Yeah.
Butter.
Yep.
Okay.
Clarified butter.
amazing?
Definitely worth the effort, right?
Yes.
So we'll get rid of your shells here. And now we're going to move on to the claws.
Okay.
There's always two claws, and one claw is always bigger than the other one because that's their dominant claw, or their pincher claw, so to speak. And
they can leave you without a finger if you get,
yeah, you get your
one cut up.
Yeah, you get your finger in there when they're still alive. They'll take it right off. About 900 pounds per square inch, and that's why when we get them in, they have rubber bands over their claws. So.
Wow. Is the tail like the meatier part?
Yes,
of
that's where you're
the
going to see the easiest effort and
Okay.
the biggest kind of piece of
reward?
reward, yes. So that's
Awesome.
why most restaurants will serve just lobster tails.
Okay.
Because it's just, there's more meat, less effort, and it's the
Lot
some
of
people think it's
flavor.
the tastiest. for
Yes,
sure. Yep.
absolutely.
So again,
All right.
we'll start with the claw, and you just want to push down on the body,
Okay.
and then just twist.
Okay.
Yep,
Ooh.
just like that.
That was
You'll
easy.
notice there's a bit of a crack there already.
Okay. Here?
Yep, a little bit of a crack. I'll trade you.
Okay.
This one's going to be a little bit easier, I think.
All
So,
right.
and then you just want to, grab it like that and push away from each other.
Okay.
Or pull towards as well. And you'll just kind of crack it right in the middle. There you go.
Ooh,
Perfect.
awesome.
So then what you can do is you can actually use the bottom portion of the
claw?
the little tooth of the claw
Uh-huh.
there, and actually kind of work that piece off.
Okay.
If you really want to work at it, there's a little meat in there,
Okay. Here?
in here. And it actually came out for you.
Okay.
Mine didn't. Mine stayed in there.
Okay.
And then so just grab your fork. Grab your little fork, and then you can just fish that right out. So turn it towards you and just pull it right out.
Whoa.
Another
That's
great
pretty.
piece.
That
Another
is
nice
awesome.
big piece. I'm going to try this piece.
Awesome. And you say one claw is bigger than the other one, depending on which one they use the most?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. They need it to hunt and to eat and to survive. So I think mine was the bigger one. Yours, I think, might have been the smaller one that we tried.
Alright.
So.
Definitely a different texture.
Yep, for sure it is. What's your preference so far?
The tail. Yeah.
Absolutely. So now we have the rest of the arm and the knuckles.
Okay.
So right there, yep. And so again, you just take your fork inside and you'll get another nice big piece.
Okay. Is this supposed to come in one piece?
It can come in different pieces for
Okay.
sure. It'll come in several pieces or it'll come out in just one.
One chunk. Okay.
And again, you'll find a little bit different texture in this piece as well.
All right. Here it goes. Let's see this little guy. This one has more of like a fishy, flaky texture to it.
Yeah,
Really good.
and sweeter certainly than the actual claw.
Very good.
So then what we have left is the arm, or what we call the knuckles, and it gets a little bit more difficult because it's got all of its defense mechanisms, all the kind of the spiny sharp pieces. So you can just maneuver it kind of in your hands, try and break it at each knuckle.
Each knuckle.
Yep.
Okay.
So we got 1, 2, kind of
Pokey.
3 pieces. Yeah, very much so. And if you don't want to do that, you can use crackers
Okay.
to just grip it right in the middle.
Okay. Like this.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And then twist. while you
Okay.
got it. Yep. And
Okay.
then, so that piece is off. That's just shell. And then you can get another chunk of
Fork.
meat out. Yep.
Okay.
Get your fork and get another piece of meat out of there. And then that's going to happen on both sides.
Okay.
So we're not even halfway done yet necessarily. So even more meat.
Yes.
So this is certainly an experience that's immersive. We want it to
Yes,
be
and
fun.
it's
Like I
fun.
said, play with your food.
Yes.
You get a little bit messy, but we'll provide you certainly with lots of napkins. In fact, I'll get one right now just to clean up a bit.
Let's see if I can crack this one with my hand. It's really pokey.
Yes, it can have a lot of little spines on it for sure.
Okay, let's try this again. Because I was just gonna ask you, when do we get to use this? Because this is like the fancy.
Yeah.
Ah,
The cracker.
you need to like crack in the right place.
Yeah, and then if you
twist.
twist or pull it apart, or more leverage is better.
Yeah. Dang it. Okay, let's try.
There you go. It sounds like it's coming out.
Okay, wait. Let's see if I can. No, it's hard. Okay, ooh. So how long would you say this will take from beginning to end? Like if we're going on a date night, okay, honey, we need 3 hours for this experience.
I wouldn't say quite that long. I guess it depends on, you can do it a bunch of different ways. You can pull it apart one by one and finish the tail, eat the tail, or lots of people will just try and get it all out first.
Okay.
The claws, the tail, the legs, and then eat it all after that. So
After.
kind of depends. You can do it any way you like. 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do people usually take leftovers home? Like this sounds like amazing for a next day lobster roll
Absolutely.
for lunch, right?
Lobster roll for lunch, or lobster and eggs, some sort of omelet.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yes.
that would be an option as well.
Awesome. And do you have any recommendations as to what wines to pair this with?
Tradition says white wine with
White.
seafood, but I think anything matches up well against this because there is so much flavor in the lobster already.
Yes.
That it would pair with whatever your favorite is, whether that be white, red,
I
or
agree.
rosé for that matter.
Right. All right. Down to the last piece.
Yeah, we got one
you
more
do,
knuckle
like,
there. You
all
could
the
keep
way.
going again,
All
or
right.
if you get full, you don't have
But
to do the
I
knuckles.
think we get
Depends.
the idea.
Yeah, it does.
This is pretty, spiky
Spiny, yeah.
and kind of hard, little meat. So I understand why people go for the tail
yeah,
first.
yeah. When you compare, the claw meat to the tail meat, it's a big
Yes,
difference, right?
yes,
So,
for sure.
but you get to double that up on the other side.
Okay.
We won't do that side. We'll save that for later.
Yep.
And then the last little piece, and an underrated piece in my opinion, are the 4 little legs on each side of the body. So
Right.
again, just push against the body.
You grab 4 at the same time?
Yeah, and you
Okay.
can just twist them off.
Ooh,
Just
that
like
was
that.
easy. Okay.
And then I typically, again, take that kind of head piece off. It's not the head, it's just the what keeps the body, or the legs on the body.
Okay. Mine
Just try
fell
that.
off, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then you have these 4 little legs.
Okay.
And again, it's a little harder, a little more work, but you can crack them, and then you can just push out the pieces.
A lot of twisting.
Yep.
That seems to be like the secret
Yep.
to getting it open.
Absolutely. Lots of pieces. And again, if you're cracking the legs, you can do that at the knuckle portions.
Mm-hmm. And that one you're kind of like squeezing
You
it.
can push it out, you can put it between your teeth and pull it out that way as well. But there's lots of pieces of lobster meat in there,
Okay.
just like that. And it's very sweet meat as well. It's underrated. And again, depending on how hard you want to work at it, there's lots to be had.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I see.
Just like that.
That is really good.
But you would hard,
It's a
you
teeny
wouldn't want
tiny.
you wouldn't want to leave that behind, right?
Right.
And you have four on both sides of the body, so eight legs total.
Awesome.
And there you go. It's not that hard, is it?
It is not. I'm like, why didn't I learn this before? Like, seriously, guys, don't be afraid. It's so much fun. Definitely take the time to relax, enjoy. It's an experience. You don't want to be rushing it. Have fun, get dirty. They have towels.
We do here.
And come here before September 1st, right? That's
September
the
1st.
last day. They'll have this promotion. They run it once a year. And it's flown in every
A few times a week.
2 days, 3
Yep.
days. Okay.
The 2.5 pound lobsters are $52.
Okay.
And it includes a side, so your choice of starch,
Thank you.
and vegetables, and then you can also get exactly half of this. We'll cut it down the middle and serve it with a steak. And we also have a seafood sirloin. If you don't want all this effort or you don't want all this
Yes.
work, we can give you a little scallop, shrimp, and lobster on top of a sirloin.
Which is phenomenal. That's
Yes.
what I
Yeah,
had.
with a velouté sauce, and you can also do it some lobster meat baked in garlic, herbs, and cheese, which is also
That is amazing.
dynamite as
But
well.
don't be
So,
afraid. Try it. At least give it a try because it's worth it. It's very fun, delicious, and I think it's a skill that everyone should have.
Absolutely. You don't have to. It doesn't take much to master. You were great.
Thank you so much. I had a great teacher.
Thank you.